Listen to me, guys. I just released the YouTube shorts talking about why you should never do more than 3 dates with a girl unless she's given you some action. Now, if you haven't seen the short, watch it real quick now. Listen to me, guys. Here's why you should never, ever do more than 3 dates with a woman unless she's given you some action. Unless you gotten the cookie, don't do more than 3 dates. No, no, no. Here's why, okay? We live in the 21st century. Women are out here living it up, partying, going to bars, clubs, girls' trips, being out late at night, Friday night, Saturday night, okay? Out here living her best life. What do you think she's doing, okay? She's meeting other dudes. She's getting her back blown out by Pookie, by Ray Ray, and by Tyrone. And meanwhile, she's making you wait, okay? If a woman is not at least in your house by the second date and by the third date coming back to undress herself and get frisky with you, you better let that shit go quick. Now, to add to that video that you just saw, okay, where I was explaining that women make some men wait, meanwhile they'll enjoy others out of burning desire, right? As I explained, I also want to let you in on another concept here in a longer form video, right? And the concept is called the validation loop, okay? And so women don't just find some men so attractive that they have to sleep with those men immediately and others wait, okay? That's not just that. It's because of when she's making a guy wait, okay? Let's say she's making me wait, okay? As an example, okay? Or you, or any guy, okay? She's now getting what? She's getting validation, okay? You're texting her, you're calling her, you're asking her out, you're giving her compliments, you're telling her that she's beautiful, you're giving her attention, you're giving her, maybe you can't give her affection yet because maybe she doesn't let you, touch her or something, okay? But you're trying to touch her, you're trying to get close to her, which pretty much is the same thing, okay? You're still giving her that validation. And so what women want is they want to keep this validation looping endlessly, like a broken record, okay? If you ever had back in the day, we used to have these tape cassette recorders, and sometimes the cassette recorder would get stuck while playing a certain track, and it would just go over and over again. It would just loop again and again and again, right? In the same way, women in real life, they want validation, not just from one man, okay, but from multiple men, okay? So 1 times a million, okay? She wants validation from a lot of men, as many men as possible, okay? She wants men to come move her couch, okay? Men take care of her, men show up to help her, men that she can call on when she's in trouble, okay? If it's 5 a.m, okay? She wants to have a guy that she can say, hey, cash up me or send me $20 for a cab, etc., etc. Women need this to survive, okay? And so she wants validation from a lot of men because she can cash in on it, okay? She can cash in on that validation in form of favors and also real money, okay? If you're helping a girl move her couch, for example, okay, how much would it cost her to hire somebody to move her couch? I don't know, $45, $50. If you live in America, it might cost you more than $100 to get somebody to come and move your couch, okay? I don't know, maybe $200, okay? Especially if it's a big couch. But she can get that for free because she knows you and she knows another guy, or you're gonna bring other friends to help her because at the end of the day, you do this because you want to hook up with her, okay? And so what you want to understand is that women are addicted to validation, okay? They are designed and wired to squeeze out as much validation as possible for men. And so when you meet a woman, okay, here's a tightrope. I'm going to show you a tightrope, okay? So let's say that this is a ledge, okay? Okay, boom, like this. Look at this, okay? And here's you, okay? Every single time you meet a woman, this is the start, okay? Start, okay? And this is the end, okay? Here's you, victory, okay? Okay? You are walking a tightrope of validation, okay? From the beginning, from the start, when you meet the woman, and then until the goal, when you get the W, when you sleep with her, when she gives you some action, okay? Of course, there are more steps. Later, you meet her again, you get girlfriend, you know, multiple girlfriends, you have fun, whatever. Of course, there are so many other steps, okay? But just from that moment you say hello until that very first time that you sleep with her, there's a tightrope that you're walking, okay? Imagine this is a building, okay? And there's this little rope here between this building over here and this building over here, okay? And you're walking from point A to point B, okay? So this is B, this is A. So you're walking from point A to point B. And during this road here, during your journey here, you don't want to fall into the category of men who are giving her validation over and over and over again, okay? Because then you'll never be able to get to the other side, okay? And so what you want to do, you want to be very, very careful of how much you validate a woman until you sleep with her, okay? You're never going to hear this anywhere else. You don't want to give her too much validation before you sleep with her, okay? And so for me, for example, when I meet a woman, okay, 90% of the time I don't give her any compliments, okay? Sometimes it comes out of me, okay? If I meet a girl, I might say, hey, you look nice, okay? First moment, you know, that might be my opener. Sometimes that happens, okay? But throughout our conversation, throughout our dates, throughout our time together, until I sleep with a woman, I compliment her very sparingly. You want to compliment her very sparingly. I'm careful of how much I text a woman and how long your texts are, okay? If a woman is sending you a short text like this, and you're sending her a text message that's like this long, okay? And she's sending you a message that's just like a line or two, okay? Who do you think is at the receiving end of validation? Of course, her. So if she's sending you short messages, you want to reciprocate in short messages. If she's not giving you much, you also don't want to give her much, okay? If she's not making too many steps to come forward to you, you also don't want to make too many steps to come forward to her in the interaction, okay? You don't want to be trying harder than her by a lot, okay? So if a girl is giving you, like, let's say a 7 out of 10 effort, okay? Okay? You maximum want to give her an 8 out of 10 effort, okay? Whether it's texting, whether it's talking, whether it's, making moves, you never want to do too much, okay? The best way to do it is to do one step more than her, because if two people are giving the same effort, nobody's really a leader, okay? There has to be someone, you, the man, who puts one step more, okay? You say, hey, come over here. Hey, let's do this. You might be the first one who initiates the kiss. You might be the first one who starts a difficult conversation, or the first one to invite her home, the first one to show her the path, to show her the way forward, okay? But you never want to do 10 steps ahead of a woman, okay? If you meet a woman and she's putting a 2 out of 10 effort into you, and you put an 8 out of 10 effort with you, what happens is you get into the validation category. Now you've over-validated the chick, and you're never going to sleep with her, you're never going to have anything with her. And so you always gotta look out for validation, okay? You want to be enjoying your conversation with a woman. You want to be taking risks. You want to be introducing different topics. You want to be leading it. You want to be moving it forward, as you should, okay? Because you're a man. It's your job, okay, to get that shit done. It's your job to make moves, etc., okay? And especially if you're doing cold approach, which is what I'm talking about here, she doesn't know you. You don't know her. But just because you walked up to a woman and started the conversation out of nowhere, just because you're the first one to, bring her, be a leader and do all the things that you need to do, doesn't mean that you're gonna keep going and going and trying and trying and trying and trying until she gives you something. That's not how it works. You try a little bit and then you wait and you see what happens, okay? Then she comes a few steps forward. You try a little bit, she comes a little step closer. You try a little bit, she comes a little bit step closer. A little bit, okay, so you always give a little and then you want to see what she does, okay? It's kind of like, one thing I didn't like, okay, for example, when I was growing up, okay, if somebody invited me, my cousins or whatever invited me to a dinner or a Christmas party or whatever, right? Some dinner, family type stuff. They would give me the dinner, and then before I finished the dinner, they would then hand me the dessert. And before I even got to eat the dessert, I would have the second dessert. And then they would bring the third dessert. And then they would say, hey, you look skinny, take another one. And then they would add more and more. And I'm like, but chill. I didn't even get to finish eating the first food that you prepared for me, okay? Because I'm African, okay? And also, I have a little bit of an Arabic background. And so in the Arab world, they just keep giving you food over and over again. They don't even wait to see, like, are you full? Are you okay? Like, dude, you don't even get asked questions. They're like, here, more food, more food, more food, more food. And it's something I didn't like growing up, okay? But I didn't say anything because I was like 12 years old and, not a man yet. And I didn't want to displease my, aunties and shit like that, okay? Now when I'm adult, I'm like, hey, listen, okay, I don't need that yet. I still need to finish my food and then, we can talk about dessert, okay? But in the same way, you don't want to keep feeding the woman more and more and more and more and more, because always remember that women have like two categories in their mind. They have the guys that over-validate them, okay? That they only want validation from, only want attention from, nothing else. And then they have the guys that they sleep with. And it's only after she gets emotionally involved with a guy, okay? When she's really interested in a guy and her emotions is there, then she'll more likely look for validation from the same guy that she's emotionally involved with. But before that, before a woman is emotionally involved with you, what happens is you have to be very, very careful, because once you get put in the validation category, you're fucked, okay? You're like, she's just using you, okay, for your attention, for your energy, for your effort, and you're never, ever gonna get anything, okay? And so in the beginning, the mindset, the mentality you want to have is, you would rather lose a girl than over-validate her, okay? If I go on a date, I'd rather lose a girl. I'd rather get nothing, okay? Than over-validate her. Because if you over-validate her, anyway, you're not going to get anything. You're not going to make any progress with the woman, because that's how women work. That's what they never will tell you, okay? That they have two categories in their mind. The men that they just want attention from and nothing else. Okay, and they use these men, they take their time, their attention, their energy, their effort, but they never give anything. No kissing, no hooking up, nothing, okay? Some of those guys maybe get to make out with her, but that's it, okay? They're never ever gonna sleep with her, and she's never ever gonna get emotionally involved with them, okay? And then they got the guys in their mind, in another category, whom they want to sleep with, whom when they see the guy, oh, their knees go weak, okay? They want that guy, they need that guy, they chase his validation. And so my last point is this: if you don't over-validate the woman, you stand your ground, but you give her a chance to meet you anyway, okay? You're only a little bit further than her always, just a little bit. Now what happens is, she'll look at all the other guys who are over-validating her. And then she'll see you, who never over-validate her. And then she's going to start to chase your validation and your approval, okay? Because she wants to fill in the gap, the space that you created by not over-investing, okay? You kind of want to put a woman in a position where you're showing her a really great time, but you're not over-investing. If you can master doing the two, showing a woman a great time, okay, like stimulating her emotions and her mind and everything, and you don't overinvest, she's gonna think, is there something wrong with me? Why is he not like proposing to me? Why is he not chasing me? Why is he not trying to marry me? Why is he not trying to text me all the time? Why is he not like being obsessed with me like all these other men? Okay? Meanwhile, you skip all of that because you know, you've seen this video. Now you understand that women put men in two categories. You're either on this side, okay, or on that side. And if you're on the wrong side, what fucking happens, okay? You get nothing, you never get laid, and you just get used. And this is why I wanted to make this video today, to help educate you so you don't make that mistake anymore. This is your boy Jayden, okay? If you like this video, like the goddamn video, comment down below, subscribe, and I see y'all, my playboys, in that next video. Peace.